guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. That is insane to say, firstly. I just want to say thank you so much, firstly, for coming on here and watching this. I appreciate you so much, and I'm beyond excited to be able to create this for you guys and just see where this takes me. And here we are, yay! So, firstly, I just wanted to talk about what I wanted this YouTube channel to be like. This is really gonna be a spiritual YouTube, obviously, where it's kind of gonna be like a vlog in a sense, where I vlog throughout the day of downloads I get, of just thoughts I have, maybe things that I'm going through at the moment, anything. It's gonna be a place where I just am vulnerable with you guys and I express just my life, and I get to share my life with you guys. And so I am insanely excited. I also am gonna record my podcast onto my YouTube channel too, so you'll be able to listen to it on both, which I think is gonna be really exciting. And you'll be able to see me speaking, see, and I also do reads in it, so you'll be able to see the read. But with that being said, let's kick it into the video. This is insane to say, but make sure you guys subscribe and like my video, and I thank you guys so much for the support. I just said that for the first time ever, and that is crazy to me. I'll be going to the pond and creating my podcast, so you're gonna be able to go on that journey with me. Let's get it. Bye. I'm currently biking to this pond. It's kind of close to my house. Not really, but it's always a fun ride. I have a crap ton of things in my bag though, so it's kind of getting hot already. But I'm going to the pond to record my podcast, so I will see you there. So when I'm on my... Sorry, I know that was loud. When I'm on my bike, I like to... It's really a meditative state for me, and I get to just sit and think and just be. And I was just thinking about how don't do things because you have to. Well, I mean, if you have to do stuff, obviously do it, but I'm meaning more of money-wise, out of creating abundance for yourself. The only way that you will be able to create the abundance for yourself is if you're on the energetic wavelength of the abundance that you're looking for. So if you're wanting to manifest abundance for yourself, you can't do it out of working hard and straining yourself. You have to do it out of a place of love. Because when you do things from a place of loving to do it, when you do things from a place of excitement, and you do things because you just love to do those things, you are energetically matching yourself to the abundance to come in, because they are a match. Love and abundance are very similar energetic-wise. When you're stressed and when you're pulling yourself really thin, you're not on the energetic wavelength of abundance. You're on the energetic wavelength of stress, of negativity in a sense. And so if you want to create your reality out of abundance and love, you have to do actions and come from a place of love. That was just my TED Talk while biking. I will see you guys when I get to the pond. I'm dripping sweat at the moment. But when I say love, I don't mean... Well, I mean, obviously I do mean loving others. But what do you love to do? That is where your abundance comes in. That's where, when you energetically put the things that you love to do out into the universe will send that love and that abundance back to you. Bye. Hello, I finally made it. I am hot as shit. Sweating. It's probably 95 degrees where I live. I live near the beach, so it's humid, it's hot, it's sunny, which is amazing and I love it, but it's also kind of killer. But I'm here now. I have my yoga mat set out. I'm gonna do a little meditation, and then I'm gonna start off on the podcast. And also, I was thinking about this also while I was biking, and this is going to be a place where I can be vulnerable. And so if you're watching this, you are on the same energetic match as me, and I'm very glad that I can be vulnerable with you guys. And if you guys ever wanted to contact me and talk to me about anything, please, I would love for you to. I would try my hardest to help you out as much as I can. But with that being said, I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. It's like 2 seconds for you though. Not even. Bye. Also, before, I wanted to show you guys my little spot. It's absolutely gorgeous. So it's a bridge, and then there's like a river here. I'll flip there's a little creek that just goes on for a little bit, and look, there's a turtle down here. How gorgeous. And there's also dragonflies everywhere. I wonder if I can find them. I really can't right now, but I'll show you. And dragonflies are like my signature insect, so I think it's pretty awesome too. Look, there's the dragonfly right over there. Oh, look how gorgeous. She's starting off for us right now. Show us one more time. Give us a good flex. Come on. Give it to me. Show them wings off. Oh yeah. Alright, so I have everything set up for my podcast, and I also put my hammock up, and when I sit in it, it dangles like down to the water, and it's so awesome, and I'll show you guys that once I get back in it. But with that being said, I am going to start my podcast. I just recorded my intro to my podcast, and I recorded it for the YouTube video too on my computer, but then my computer froze, so I lost all the videos. Kind of stinks, but what are we gonna do about it now? So here we are. I am about to get into the episode of what I'm going to be talking about, and it's going to be on energetics and manifesting. And this is a new series that I'm doing on my podcast called Ascend With Me. And it's going to be all about the things that I've been learning throughout my time in the Create community. And if you don't know what that is, it is a community that I just joined online. You're able to join it too if you want to. It's called thecreatecommunity.com, and you can get all the information there. But our first class was last night, and this series is going to be about me explaining a lot of things that I've learned throughout the series, and also showing you guys the integration of the things that I have learned, and showing you live examples and vlogging all of it for you guys. So with that being said, I'm going to kick it back in to my podcast, and let's get it. I'm about to hit record and start talking about the first episode of Ascend With Me. Alright, so diving into energetics and manifestation. So firstly, the class that I took last night was about manifesting money with Adam Roa, who is the creator of the community that I am in. And the biggest thing about, there's this misunderstanding with manifestation, I think, where you saying, a lot of the manifestation things lately have been like, you saying every single day, oh, I have $100,000, it is in my possession, I have $100,000, I am wealthy, all these things, which in reality, in this now moment, are you? Do you have that $100,000? No. So you saying that is really just, it doesn't really do anything, I don't think, because when you say it, your brain, your subconscious is like, the fuck? No, you don't. You don't have that money. You don't have $100,000. You're not wealthy. And so that way of doing it is not the way. The way to manifest, I don't want to say only, because there might other be ways. I don't know. This way of manifesting is you have to be energetically aligned with the manifestations. Believe that maybe you don't have the manifestations in this now moment, But you have to believe that your manifestations are on the timeline of your now moments. So just because you don't have it right now, that doesn't mean that it's not coming for you. It's on its way. But you have to take those actions, and you have to get on the frequency and get on the energetics of that manifestation for it to come in. There were three huge things that Adam emphasized to us. And in the podcast, I'm only going to talk about one of them for this one, and then the other two are going to be in the other two episodes of this first Ascend with me. But they're all going to be on my YouTube, so if you want to watch them all on there once it's out, that would be awesome too. Which, hello, you're there. I'm actually, if you're on the podcast right now listening, I'm recording my YouTube video at the same time, and this is a funny thing to be able to like see myself, and I have one thing being created at the moment, and I'm also creating this podcast too. So it's a lot. The first of the three things to manifest money is embracing your shadows. And this is huge. This is absolutely huge. And it actually really was affirming to me, and it was it resonated with me a lot, because one of my biggest affirmations at this moment is you are whole right now, and now, and now, and now, and now, and now. You are always whole. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. No matter your shadows, the negative things that are in your life, the positive things, all of it together is you. And you are whole because you have all of these things. And you can't leave any of it in your past. It is all part of you now. So, the big thing that Adam talked about is how to be energetically aligned with your manifestations, you have to be whole in this moment. You have to be whole in every moment, because think about it this way. Say we're 5 days in advance when your manifestation comes in. Do you still have all of those shadows? Yeah, you do. Maybe you've let some go, and that's why the manifestation has come in. But are you a completely different person? You've changed completely. You have no shadows. You are just... No, I'm just going to answer right there. You are still going to have some shadow parts to yourself. And that is good. You, as all of us should, love yourself no matter what shadows you have, because those shadows are a part of you, and you are whole with those shadows. Not accepting of the shadows in your life, you can think about it as having a chain with 100 pounds on the end of it. The pounds are your shadow. So you're trying to walk, and you're trying to leave your shadows in the behind you, but they're just going to keep pulling you back, and your manifestations may be 5 feet in front of you, but you literally are incapable of getting to your manifestations because you're trying to leave part of yourself behind, which you can't, because it is a part of you and you're whole with it. So you need to pick up those 100 pounds, because it is a part of you. Pick up those shadows and walk with them to your manifestations, because you can't get to your manifestations without being your whole, true, authentic self. The thing that I think a lot of people think is that they're like, oh, before my manifestations can come in, I have to be completely free of all of my shadows. I can't have my manifestations until all of my shadows are gone, which is not the case. You, every single one of us living on this earth, are abundant. We are at a neutral level without creating any negativity for yourself. All of us are abundant. The universe wants to give us everything that we want. It really does, but we are the ones stopping ourselves from it. So when you have the belief that, oh, my manifestations can't come until all my shadows are gone, you are literally stopping yourself and stopping the manifestations from coming in. Realize that you are whole in this moment with your shadows, and then those manifestations can start coming in. That being said, I wanted to talk a little bit about the present moment. I hope you guys could understand where I'm coming from with the whole being whole and not, you can't leave your shadows behind. They are a part of you in every moment too, until you can release them, obviously. Like, there are some shadows that you will release and you're not going to have them with you anymore, but all your shadows aren't going to be gone. You're going to have some for probably most of your life, because there's always going to be something for you to learn. There's always going to be something that you need to experience, good and bad. Hope you guys are doing good. Sorry, I've been really involved in the podcast, but I hope that made sense to a lot of you guys too. And I'm going to be doing a read, and so it's for you guys and for the podcast, but I think it's really good that you guys will be able to see the cards and be able to really connect more with it, since you have the visual also. So I'm going to get into that. Before I get into living in this present moment, I want you to take a big, big, big deep breath in and hold it for a second. Did you have any thoughts during that? First question I want to ask. You don't have to answer, but theoretical question. Did you have any thoughts? Do another breath. And now, do you have any thoughts in that time? I would like to say no for you. That is presence. That is this now moment. And I like to, this is just such a huge thing for me. I don't know how to describe it that well, and I promise you I'm going to get those words out there. I just need to think about them a little bit more. I see living in this now moment is, so the universe, everything in this universe is doing what it's supposed to be doing. The planets are moving at the exact speed that they're supposed to be moving at. The creeks, everything is doing exactly what it should be doing in this moment. So are you. Your heart is beating in this moment the exact way it's supposed to. Your body, your blood is flowing, and these aren't things that you are controlling. This is just the now moment of letting go of control and just existing. And that is what the now moment is. It's taking that breath, the in and the out, no thought, and just experiencing being a part of this creation, being a part of the flow of existence is like the best way I can describe it. But I'm going to do a little illustration for my YouTube, so go check that out too. I wanted to do a quick read for you too. If you want to go to my YouTube channel and be able to see the cards while I'm doing this, it might help a little bit, but you'll still get a bunch of the information. It just might resonate a little bit more if you see the pictures too. So, with that being said, let's kick start it. I'm hoping none of my cards fly into the water that is around me. I'm going to be very careful. Alright. Okay. So, alright. I want you, wow, okay, this is really good for the shadow side. So, I'm getting that a lot of your history, or a lot of the things that your shadows that are in your life, are keeping you out of this now moment. So Ten of Pentacles all about like your history, and I'm getting not living in your now moment, and it's because this Nine of Swords is what I got too. So this is because there are these negative thoughts in your head that are keeping you from really living in the now moment. And so those negative thoughts can be your history, can be those shadows. But when you are able to accept and fully understand that and love yourself wholeheartedly with those shadows and with that history, the tables start to turn, and you start the things, oh wow. So the things that are blocking the manifestations from coming into your life are gonna be taken out, and they're gonna be uh, like cleared up, is what I hear. And this brings a lot in intuitive hits for you. This brings in those manifestations for you because you are this intuit, and you are able to create with your thoughts and create with your words, and those manifestations will start coming in with this new wheel of fortune flow of your life. So with that being said, this is the end of my first episode of my new series called Ascend With Me on Conscious Creation. And this one was about manifesting money and embracing your shadows for what they are, and being content and being whole in those shadows and still loving yourself. So that was the end of my first podcast of the new series. I hope you guys enjoyed it so far. I actually finished this book called A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. I really can never say his name right, I don't think. But if you watch my TikTok, I talked a little bit about this, but I found this part in the book that I wanted to read to you guys because I think it's really, really important. And so this is talking about how we have an inner purpose and an outer purpose in our life. And our inner purpose is to be in this present now moment. So right now, my inner purpose is to communicate clearly and well to you guys. And my outer purpose is to create this YouTube channel and YouTube video in general and everything. But right now, it is to clearly communicate and to read this to you. So with that being said, let's learn about outer and inner purposes. All right. The outer purpose of the universe is to create form and experience the interaction of forms. So you too. Your outer purpose is to create and to experience that creation. The play, the dream, the drama, or whatever choose to call it. So anything that you choose to create, you will experience. Its inner purpose is to awaken to its formless essence. Your inner purpose is to awaken to the knowledge of being, that you are just being. And I think that's really powerful. I'm going to find a little bit more for you guys just to show you guys more about the inner and outer purpose. So it says, so the most important thing to realize is this. Your life has an inner and an outer purpose. Your inner purpose concerns being, and it is primary. So your inner purpose is to be, and that is it. Outer purpose concerns doing, and it is secondary. So that is the end of my first video. I know I said that I was going to do all 3 podcasts in this one video, but this video is already getting really long, and so I want to keep it semi-short for you guys. So with that being said, if you've made it this far, firstly, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I am so grateful for you. And I'm so glad that you can be on this new journey with me. Seriously. So with that being said, I'm going to head off now. If you don't know where to find me, I'm going to put all my Instagram, my podcast, my TikTok, all on the screen so that you can go find me. You can DM me if you have any questions or if you have anything you want to talk about or need any guidance on, I'm here for you. So, that being said, I love you all. Bye, creators. Recorded my first YouTube video ever! Bye!